Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports gambling show. I am your host, Kyle Johnson, YouTube's #1 asshole, coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. Guys, welcome to the show. I could not be more excited to bring you episode number 2 of our live weekly show that airs every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. You guys can expect in this episode of Cappers Nation. Guys, we're going to talk about all things Major League Baseball, what you need to know, what you don't need to know. All right, guys, we're going to do the same thing for the NBA as well, just like we did last week, and same thing for the National Hockey League. How about that, our Golden Knights, guys, Vegas? Could not be more excited, but we'll jump into that a little bit later in the program. All right, we're going to touch on the legalization of sports gambling. We hit off on it last week. A little more developments went on this week. We're going to get into that, about sports bets that were supposed to take place this weekend in Monmouth Park that are not going to happen. All right, we'll go over that, as well as we're going to have our Real Talk episode. All right, we've got some good things to talk about in that, as well as if you guys want to call in, we'll take a couple call-ins throughout the show. I will tell you the number to call in during the show. It is an 888 number. It's not going to pop up on the screen, but I will post it in the group live chat. So that way, if you're on the large screen on the live stream page and you see the chat window, you guys got to click on the little chat icon in the upper right-hand corner, and then you guys could participate in the live chat. If you guys post a question, I will reply to it through the live show. So jump on that, guys, if you want to post something. You got a question, you want to know something about me or Cappers Direct or Cappers Nation or anybody else, or you got a sports betting question, feel free to ask, all right? Or you want to just say something, go ahead and say something. Free reign, guys. Go ahead. Let's have it. Only way to get to that live chat is on the live stream page. If you're watching this on our website, just scroll down just a little bit more. You're going to see the link. Click on the link. It'll take you right to the live stream page, and then click on the little icon that's got the little chat window in the upper right-hand corner. You'll have the chat box, all right? So, all right, let's jump into it. Everybody's got their free play for the day, as well as more stuff coming. So, if all you were here was for a free play, you're really missing out by leaving, all right? We're going to jump right into it, all right? This show is brought to you by the fine folks at Cappers Direct, your nation's leading group of handicappers, industry experts, syndicates, and sharps alike. Yes, everybody knows I am part of the group over at Cappers Direct. I could not be more excited to be a part of this show, all right? I said this before when it came about. They wanted me to run this show, and they didn't want us to include anybody or anything. And it was one of my main factors was bringing in the guys at Cappers Direct as well as other services. And as the show goes on and grows and gets bigger, we're going to have more call-ins, more guests, more advertisers, more trustworthy, legitimate, real handicappers that will come on our show on a weekly basis. All right? So thank you to the guys over at Cappers Direct. I'm not one of the owners. I'm just one of the 8 experts over there, so let's jump right into it. All right, guys. Major League Baseball, guys, it's in full swing. Who's hot? Who's not? Who do you need to bet? Who do you not need to bet? We're going to give you some insight and a few tips right here, right now. All right? First of all, last week, we gave you guys, if not the easiest winner of the week, we told you Max Scherzer of the Nationals was 4-1 and the game's going over. 4 wins and 1 loss on betting the over, if you were betting the over when Max Scherzer was pitching in his last 5 starts. So what happens the day after we film this video? I hope everybody took full advantage of the over in the Nationals game that day. All right? Max only gave up a couple runs, but the Nationals lost to the Dodgers 5-4. So if you're not listening to this show in its entirety and taking the information we give you, you're missing out on easy, absolutely easy fucking money. All right? So, pay attention, because we're going to give you guys winning information that you need to know about. All right? The Houston Astros playing the Cleveland Indians tonight. Start of a 4-game series. All right. As I was just starting this broadcast, I noticed Houston was winning 4-2. It's the top of the 6th as of right now. Runners on first and second, 1 out. 7-2. It just updated. 7-2 Houston with runners on first and second, 1 out. That is great because that is one of Cappers Direct's premium plays of the day that we gave out to all of our premium play members. That was one of them. The other one was the free play that we gave you guys earlier in the video. So, hopefully the Astros hang on strong. But let's get right back to the Astros, all right? They're 32-18. Hopefully, after tonight, they're 33-18. All right? They're in first place in the AL West. 11-3 in their last 14 games. 6-1 in the last 7 home games. All right? 5-1 the last 6 games on the road. 48 runs scored in the last 10 games. Now, that's not a lot. That's an average of 4.8 runs per game. All right? However, the Astros have been very stingy giving up runs. In the last 10 games, home and road games combined, the Astros have given up just 15 runs. Yes, folks, 15 runs. An average of 1.5 points per game. So if they're averaging scoring 4.8 per game and they're giving up 1.5 on average, great deal. All right? Note to yourself, the Astros are hot. The Astros are averaging, winning by at least 3.3 runs per game. Maybe you can bet the money line. If they're a minus 200, minus 220, by all means pound that. Pound the run line. All right. If it's a high money line, a high juice game, pound the run line. All right. Cleveland Indians. Yeah, they're getting beat by the Houston Astros right now. That's a good thing, at least for our clients. It is. First in the AL Central, 6-4 in the last 10 games, 7-7 in the last 14 home games. So they're not playing that great at home. They're at home tonight getting beat by the Astros. They've scored 61 runs in the last 10 games while giving up 24 runs themselves. All right? That average just went right out the window as it's 7-2 right now in their game against the Astros. All right? Astros, 7 runs on 9 hits. Hallelujah. That I like. All right? Cleveland has given up just 24 runs in the last 10 games. Let's move right along. Boston Red Sox, 34-15. First in the AL East, 4 straight wins. 8-3 in the last 11 games. 4 straight road game wins. Boston is winning at home. Boston is winning on the road. Boston is absolutely winning. 7-4 in their last 11 home games. All right. 54 runs scored by the Boston Red Sox in the last 10 games. All right. They've given up 27 runs over the last 10 games. Pitching has been phenomenal. All right, guys. Tampa Bay Rays. Starting Friday, Saturday, and Sunday against the Orioles. They're going to be starting their relievers again. I expect to see their closer, Romo, start in another game. Tampa's all fucked up, if you ask me. Starters struggling. Bullpen struggling. Struggling on defense. Struggling on the bat. Let's talk about somebody who is absolutely red hot. The Milwaukee Brewers. 31-19. First in the NL Central. 8-2 in the last 10 games. They swept the Diamondbacks 3-0. And they also murdered the Diamondbacks a week before that as well. 5-2 in their last 7 home games. 10-3 in their last 13 games on the road. Hint, hint. Milwaukee on the road. Red hot. 10-3 in the last 13 games on the road. 54 runs scored over the last 10 games. They've given up only 20 runs in the last 10 games. It's pretty much to say you can bet Milwaukee on the road or home right now and start taking down some easy money. Now, you do need to dive into the pitching matchups and make sure you don't take these teams on the wrong day. Okay, guys? The Los Angeles Angels beat the Toronto Blue Jays this morning 8-1. The Orioles beat the White Sox 9-3. And the Reds beat up on the Pirates again 5-4. Pirates. They were once red hot. Now they're not. Yankees, 31-15 for the New York Yankees. They're now second in the AL East. 13-5 in their last 18 games. They lost the last 2 games of a 3-game series to the Texas Rangers, all right? They lost their last 2 games. They're looking for another bounce-back win. I do not expect them to lose 3 games in a row. 79 runs scored in the last 10 games. The Yankees' bats are exploding. 79 runs, averaging 7.9 runs per game. Giving up 42 runs in the last 10 games. If you're betting the Yankees, you should be betting the over too. The Diamondbacks. We talked so highly about the Diamondbacks last week. Boy, did that change. They're now 25-24, 1 game above 500. They're no longer first in the NL West. They're second, all right? 6 losses in a row since our last show last week. Diamondbacks, what the heck is going on? They've lost 13 of... Is that really right? It's got to be. They've lost 13 of their last 14 games. Wow. Safe to say, until the Diamondbacks snap out of it, which hopefully will be any day, you can fade them. Now, my mother's favorite team. I used to root against them every single chance I could as a kid growing up. The Los Angeles Dodgers. They're 4th in the NL West. They're picking up steam. They're 5 games under 500, sitting at 22 wins and 27 losses on the season. 6-4 in their last 10 games. 48 runs scored in their last 10 games. Giving up 21 runs in their last 10 games. So they're averaging winning by 2.7 over the last 10 games. All right. The last 10 games that they've played, they've lost 4 of them. And when they've lost, they have never lost by more than 2 runs. They're all close games. Every game in the last 10 games the Dodgers played where they've lost, they could have easily won those games and been 10-0 in the last 10 games. So, the rest of the National League, especially the West, should pay attention to the Dodgers, who are picking up steam. And so should you bettors. All right? So should you bettors. If you're not watching the Dodgers, you absolutely should be. That might be one of my biggest tips of the day. Scherzer in the over. And pay attention to the Dodgers. All right? Guys, quick advertising. All right? Quick advertisement. If you've got a company that you're looking to get noticed, if it's another sports service, maybe you compete against us at Cappers Direct. It's okay. Come on over. All right? This show does not discriminate. All right? If you're an offshore book, maybe you're an offshore casino, or maybe one of the local books here in town, maybe you're a marijuana company here in town, whatever it may be, alcohol company, can't be beef jerky because we've already got Papa Dan's. All right? Whatever it may be, if you want to get major exposure, then send us an email at cd@cappersdirect.com. C for Cappers, D for Direct, at cappersdirect.com. All right? We have big advertising opportunities. We're not just about limiting our little show to sports services, or just one sports service in particular. Oh, you guys can't see that logo. That right over there above the Lakers ball, my signed Lakers ball, my Sam Darnold Trojans ball, big Cappers Direct logo. So anyways, the guys down there, all right, Cappers Direct. We're not just limiting this to that show. The guys at 100unitpicks.com jumped on board with us from the beginning. All right, we had another sports service that makes YouTube videos on the air last week with us. So if you're a sports service and you're looking to get exposure to your clients and you want to come on the show with us, by all means, give us a call or send us an email. All right? Speaking of 100 unit picks, home of the weekly 100 unit pick. Yes, guys, they give out one 100 unit pick a week. That's all they give. You get one game a week, but it's a winner, and it's fully guaranteed by their money-back guarantee. Check them out on the website today, 100unitpicks.com. 100unitpicks.com. They've won 14 of their last 19 weeks, picking one game a week. Their next game is scheduled for Sunday. They did tell me it is a Major League Baseball game, so don't miss out. Check them out today on their website, 100unitpicks.com. All right, guys. As well, thank you to our great sponsors over at Cappers Direct. Jeff, thank you. As well as Dan over at Papa Dan's Beef Jerky from up the coast here on the West Coast. Thank you. Absolute best beef jerky in the market, guys. If you're looking for beef jerky that is real, natural, flavorful, fresh, and a good quality cut meat, give Papa Dan's Beef Jerky a try. I'm telling you, shit's great. All right? One thing that I do want to touch on, and I skipped over it. People are probably freaking out because I skipped over it, but it's really no big deal. All right, we're going to get to it right here. Guys, over at Cappers Direct, which is my home, which is a service that I work at, all right, our premium plays. Well, as of right now, the Astros are winning 7-2. That was one of them, all right? We're going to do something we've never done before. You guys talk, and we do listen. We do love constructive criticism. We have been asked for quite a few years now, why do we not put our premium plays on our website? Well, for starters, we like you to call in and to work with you one-on-one. Now, I get it. There's a bunch of nervous Nellies out there that don't want to call in because for whatever reason you're afraid to talk to me. Or Jay or John or Ed. For whatever reason, you guys get scared to call in for our premium plays over at Cappers Direct. So, we're going to change it up this weekend. And based on how this holiday weekend goes, we may continue to do what we're going to do right here and right now. For the first time ever in Cappers Direct history, you can now get our premium plays right on our website, where the premium plays will be posted and updated each and every single day for the next 4 days. All right, guys, we're giving you, not only are we putting them online, but we're making it so astronomically cheap, you can't miss out. We charge nearly 5 times what our show special is today, usually for 3 days. But we're going to give it to you for 4 for $99. You're going to get 4 days of our premium plays over at Cappers Direct for $99. Yes, guys, $99. And you know what? For all the nervous Nellies out there, you can get it online. All right? You can get it online now. It's right there on the website. You got to go to our website, cappersdirect.com. Click on the tab that says Consensus Plays. Scroll down. Click the option that you want the $99 4-day premium play membership. Now, I'm going to leave this open on the website all weekend long. But you're going to get 4 days, all right? So if you purchase it today or Friday, you'll get Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday's premium plays. I'm going to leave it open on the website. So if you miss this video and you watch this video on Saturday or Sunday and you purchase it, you'll get 4 days on our website of our premium plays. Those are our best bets, our biggest games, the same games that I'm moving over $20,000 a piece on. If you want access to those games, here is your chance. Also, 3 more little promotions going on. Actually, huge promotions. The 7 days of our consensus plays for $99 is back on our website. You get 7 days of our consensus plays for $99. 30 days of our consensus plays on sale for $199. Save $100, guys. $199 for 30 days of our consensus plays. Now, feeling a little frisky, you want to make yourself some easy money, but you want to save yourself some huge money. Purchase 1 year of our consensus plays on our website for $23.99. Yes, the year is $2,399. If you purchase it between now and Sunday, I will give you 1 month of our premium plays for free. Guys, that's over a $5,000 savings. Not only do you get our consensus plays for the year, but you're going to get 1 month of our premium plays absolutely free. No questions asked. You'll get our premium plays absolutely free. So, check that out on our website, cappersdirect.com. It's the only place to get it. And now, for the first time ever, you can get our premium plays online. That right there is specifically for all the nervous Nellies out there that are afraid to give us a call. But if you do want to give us a call, feel free to give us a call, 888-561-8923. We'll be happy, absolutely happy, to get you on our premium plays. All right? Moving right along, we've got the NBA to talk about. There is a game tonight, and it does start in 35 minutes. All right? There is a game tonight, and it does start. Oh, Astros winning 8-2. It's looking better and better. How's that free play we put out in the beginning of the video going? Let's take a quick look. Bottom of the first score is still tied 0-0 in the free play we gave out. No big deal. No harm, no foul. Game just started. Long way to go. All right, guys. Tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific time here on the West Coast, 9 on the East Coast. Golden State Warriors facing off against the Houston Rockets. Game 5, baby. Game 5 series is tied up 2-2. Houston tied up the series by winning Game 4 in Golden State, 95-92. They had an amazing comeback after getting their asses spanked in Game 3, 126-85. Now, first of all, these are professional teams, guys. And this is what I don't understand. How in the fucking world can a professional basketball team with the likes of James Harden and Chris Paul and a handful of other great basketball players get beat by over 40 points in the playoffs? Are you serious? NBA commissioner, what is going on in your league? That's what we want to know. Anyways, tonight, guys, Klay Thompson, for our guys that have not bet yet on the Golden State and Houston game that are on the verge, Klay Thompson is starting. All right, he will play tonight. Iguodala is a game time decision. He has not been ruled out as of yet. All right. The rumor on the street the last day is that the Warriors are pissed off entering Game 5. Ooh, the Warriors are pissed off. I guess we're going to see what that means tonight. Chris Paul's health is improving, and it is the key to him playing much better, which is also in return helping Houston win playoff games. All right, guys, there's no better timing. It is absolutely perfect timing to make a run to beat the Warriors. You've got Chris Paul, who's playing healthy. You got Chris Paul, who is scoring points. And all of that is great news for James Harden and the rest of the Houston Rockets. All right, guys, I do not have a free play on that game for you guys tonight. I do apologize. But if I was going to bet it, and I did bet it, I guess I'll give away a consensus play on our website. Guys, anytime you're getting points with the Golden State Warriors, we take it. I don't care if it's 1 or 2. We took the points this morning on Golden State and gave it out as one of our smaller plays. So there you go. All right. Now, tomorrow night, Friday night, this is the game that I want to see. The Boston Celtics go back to Cleveland to face the Cavaliers in Game 6. Boston is leading 3-2. The line opened up at -7, favoring LeBron James and the Cavaliers. The total is low at 201.5. Now, Vegas has been cleaning up on everybody betting the over. And I've said this before. If Cleveland wins outright, the total goes over. In their first win, it did not go over. However, it was very close and it should have. Boston won Game 5 back in Boston, 96-83. They beat them by 13 after they took a 32-19 lead after the first quarter. Yes, guys, Boston scored 32 points in the first quarter and limited LeBron and company to 19 points in the first quarter of Game 5. They never looked back. All right, guys, is that going to happen again in Cleveland? LeBron is money in Cleveland. LeBron is absolutely money in Cleveland, and the only good thing about that is it's not Game 7 for Boston. Boston's thinking if they're going to lose a game, lose one in Cleveland, because LeBron plays like crap on the road. Everybody knows that. Keys to Boston winning again. They limited LeBron to 26 points, 10 rebounds, and just 5 assists, guys. Kevin Love had 14 points. Not one other Cavalier was in double digits. Not one. I don't know what LeBron's thinking. Cleveland needs to spend a little more money and get him some fucking help. Get him some support. If Cleveland wants to be a contender and win, they're going to either have to beat, and that's a big if, they even survive Game 6 or Game 7, and they advance after beating the Celtics, that's if, a very far if. They've got to beat either Golden State or Houston. At least 4 games. I don't see either one of those happening. We'll find out if they can get past Cleveland. Or, if they can get past Boston. All right, they got to survive in their hometown tomorrow night. Boston spread it around great. Tatum scored 24. Horford scored 15. Brown scored 17. Morris and Smart both scored 13 points apiece. The keys to Boston winning Game 6 or Game 7. If LeBron and company get lucky in Game 6 and force a Game 7, they need to stop LeBron. And they need to make sure he gets zero support. Just like in Games 1, 2, and 5. Now, if Cleveland and LeBron James want to have a chance, have any success and any hope at forcing Game 7, first, they got to win tomorrow night. They need to allow LeBron to be LeBron. But Kevin Love and the rest of the team need to get off their asses, put in some hustle, put in a lot of effort, and make some goddamn baskets. Someone either on the floor or coming off the bench needs to step up and help LeBron. He can't do it all himself. You guys have seen that this year. If Cleveland wins, it is my prediction the game goes over the total points tomorrow night. If Cleveland wins outright, the total goes over at 201.5. Cleveland is usually money at home. Boston has a chance to put an end to LeBron's run at the NBA Finals. You know they want to do it. They're sick of LeBron in Cleveland and dominating the league. I don't expect to see Boston backing down tomorrow. It's going to be a tough game. I got no prediction on the outcome of that game other than if Cleveland wins, the total goes over. Now, moving right along into our segment. The legalization of sports betting nationwide. The 1992 Professional and Amateur Sports Protection Act was voted on over a week ago by the Supreme Court. 6-3 verdict, saying that it was unconstitutional for the United States government to limit sports betting to only one state, and that state being Nevada. New Jersey, Monmouth Park, was supposed to be taking sports bets this weekend. It's not happening, guys. It's not happening. We'll touch on that here in a minute. Delaware, Mississippi, New York, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia are among the other states who are rapidly and frantically trying to pass legislation in their states to get into the legal bookmaking business. I applaud you guys. I can't wait to see it happen. This is absolutely huge, and I'm going to run down, I know I talked about this last week, but I'm going to run down, not as much in depth, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit for everybody that's just tuning in and is not aware that the sports gambling world is getting ready to be turned upside down in a great way and shaken all around. All right? We've got the legalization of sports betting that is going to be in many, many, many states before the start of football season, which is fastly approaching. This is absolutely huge. And guys, if you haven't already heard about it, here we go. All right? Soon, you're going to have no need to go down and use your illegal bookie. You're not ever going to have to worry that your bookie's going to get busted and not pay you. Or that because you're meeting with the bookie that you get wrapped up in it too and maybe you get arrested. You're never going to have to worry about that again once your local state passes legislation to allow legal sports betting in your state. You'll be able to walk down to every Circle K where there's going to be a William Hill kiosk, almost guaranteed, or a 7-Eleven or a convenience store, and go place your wager. You're going to be able to keep the money in our country. You're no longer going to have to send it overseas to an offshore casino. And the best part about it is when you make a wager and you win, you're going to get paid instantly, just like I do living in Las Vegas. Now, to everybody that's never been to Las Vegas, here's how it works. All right, here's how sports betting works. You walk up to the window, you tell them the number that you want to bet. Let's just say it was 504. 504 for 10,000. They're going to ask you, is that risk or win? Oh, I want to win 10,000. Okay, so with the juice, it's going to be minus $1.20. It's going to be 12,000 to win 10. Give them your 12,000. They count it up. Beep, hit the button, print you out a little nice, cool ticket that's got your bet on it. You put that in your pocket or your wallet and you hang on to it. A couple hours later, game's a winner. Boom! You're $10,000 richer. Now, it's just a piece of paper until you walk your happy ass back up to the window, collect it with a smile, then they hand you your money back. Instant paydays for all of our clients. Instant paydays for you guys once you're able to bet on sports legally in your state. That is one of the best benefits. You no longer have to wait 3 days, a week, 2 weeks to receive money from an offshore casino. You no longer have to wait to receive a check, an international check, and then sneak it into your bank's ATM in hopes that they don't catch it, that it's an international check. You no longer got to play that funny business. All right? Keeping the money in the United States. The casinos are going to pay income tax on it, both federal and state. That tax money is going to be huge. They're going to be paying taxes on billions of dollars wagered. Hundreds of millions of dollars of added revenue to build new roads, to build bridges, to build schools for children. More funding for veterans. More funding at the state and local level for teachers. It's absolutely huge. You're no longer going to have a need for an offshore account. You still do, unless you're here in town. One thing that a lot of people will not talk about. Responsible wagering. Bankroll management is key. Now, responsible wagering. Guys, if you have $100 to your name, please, by all means, don't fucking bet it. Don't call me. Don't call another service. Don't bet. You need to be responsible with your money. You have to remember that this is professional sports and college sports. It is gambling. No matter what happens, it is still gambling. Anything can fucking happen. You have to be prepared knowing that you may lose today. And if you do, can you pay your rent money? Can you pay your mortgage? Can you put food on the table for your wife and children? Can your dog eat? Be responsible when you're gambling. It doesn't matter if it's at the casino or you're betting sports, guys. Please, please, please be responsible gambling. Well, sports betting was supposed to take place this weekend in Monmouth Park. That's not happening. Absolutely not happening. Monmouth Park agreed with the state to hold off allowing legal sports betting, even though they can if they want to, until the state comes down and passes regulations at the state level. Good on them for working with the state. However, Borgata Casino is building a state-of-the-art sports book in their casino, and they do not plan on waiting. Once it's built and they have the authorization to take wagers, it's happening. So Monmouth Park may be sitting on the sidelines while Borgata or maybe another state like Delaware or Mississippi are accepting wagers. Delaware and Mississippi are hot on the tails of New Jersey and either could pass them or become the first state to allow legal sports betting if their state passes their legislation to allow them to wager on sports outside of Nevada. Delaware and Mississippi are trying to get it done absolutely extremely fast. They want to get on the bandwagon. They know how many hundreds of millions of dollars and billions of dollars are wagered every year. Sad, but no wagering on sports just yet in Monmouth Park this weekend. It's coming, guys. Hang tight. All right? This episode of Cappers Nation with your host, YouTube's #1 asshole, is brought to you by the guys over at 100 Unit Picks, home of the weekly 100 Unit Pick. You get one game a week, but it's a winner, and it's fully guaranteed with their money-back guarantee. Check them out on their website, 100unitpicks.com, www.100unitpicks.com. They've won 14 of their last 19 weeks, picking one game a week. One big game a week, that's all you get with the fine guys over at 100 Unit Picks. Their next game is scheduled for this Sunday, and it is Major League Baseball. So on Sunday, guys, if you're looking for an easy, guaranteed winner, go check out our friends over at 100unitpicks.com, where you can get their weekly guaranteed 100-unit pick. All right, guys? Now, I got to tell you something. I'm not associated with 100-unit picks. All right? I'm not associated with them. The guys at Cappers Direct are not associated with them. We put out feelers to a bunch of services that were legitimate, honest services that have a great reputation here in Las Vegas, that wanted to advertise for Cappers Nation, that wanted to come on the show. They replied they wanted to be in on it. They wanted to be in on the ground level. So the guys at 100 Unit Picks, guys, these guys are the real deal. They're honest. They're legitimate. They're not the little scamdy cappers that are out there that you find all over the place. Up and down both coasts. Up in Reno. Down in Florida. New York. Chicago. These guys are legitimate, so make sure you check them out. Let them know that you came from the show at Cappers Nation. It'll actually help us out greatly if you did that. All right? So, jumping right in to the NHL. But before we get there, guys, I got to give a thanks to Dan over at Papa Dan's Beef Jerky. Thank you for your support of the show as well as the beef jerky. This shit is good. If you haven't tried it, you need to. All right, guys, real quick, we're going to start taking call-ins here very, very shortly. So I'm going to post the number in the group chat, the live chat right now. I'm going to post the number. If you want to call in with a question, move my notes out of the way here while I type it into the group chat. Jay's too lazy over there to type it in for me. Actually, I don't think he's got access to it. I've got it live on the screen. That way I can see your guys' comments. All right, guys, I just posted a number in the group chat. If you're not on it, 888-247-4086. If you do call in, I might put you on hold right away. That way I can plug in the headset, all right? Or if we're already talking on a subject. Guys, if you want to call in, feel free to call in. The number's in the group chat, all right? Hopefully we've got it working today. I can't guarantee anything, all right? The NHL, guys, first of all, congratulations to our Golden Vegas Knights. There's no better time to be a Las Vegas resident than right now. We finally have a professional sports team. And an expansion team. And they're playing for the Stanley Cup starting Monday. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be at Game 1. I could not be more fucking excited. Excuse my language. I'm a huge hockey fan, guys, and this is absolutely amazing. We've had a great team all year. We're 4 games away from winning a cup. All right, guys. We even told you in last week's show that it more than likely was going to be the Knights and the Capitals for the Stanley Cup. What a showdown, guys, for the Stanley Cup Finals. Alex Ovechkin finally making the finals. And if Vegas does lose to the Capitals, at least Ovechkin can finally retire, which he won't because he's playing amazing. But at least he's winning a cup. And as a hockey fan and fanatic all my life, it'd be nice to see him win a cup. Hopefully not this year, though. All right, guys, congrats to our home team. Not only are they on the brink of history, but their team is absolutely stacked huge for the future, including a absolute surplus of draft picks. No, we don't have any first-round draft picks in the next draft. However, we've got second round. We've got many third, fourth. However, we do have 2 first-round draft picks coming up in a couple years. Not only are we stacked with draft picks, but next year we have over $25 million in cap space, salary cap space. Room for next year. Room for mega signings. Look for Vegas to sign 1, if not 2, huge superstars next year. That will absolutely cement their name as a contender for many, many years to come. Guys, but not only are we getting the Oakland Raiders soon, and that stadium is making its way and being built, and they're pouring concrete, guys. But our Vegas Golden Knights, guys, we could not be more happy or proud about them. All right, guys. Game 1, Monday, the 28th, Memorial Day. All right, guys, 5 p.m. Pacific time here in Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena. It's going to be 8 o'clock Eastern time. Guys, every Stanley Cup final game is going to take place at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. Games 1, 2, 3, 4, and if necessary, 5, 6, and 7. All right, guys. Games 1 and 2 are here in Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena. Then they will go to Washington, D.C., that is, for games 3 and 4. All right. I did hear that a small town in Virginia is trying to change their name to Capitalsville. Be pretty neat to see. All right. Then they will come back to Las Vegas for a Game 5 if it's necessary. Game 6 will be in Washington if necessary, and Game 7, if necessary, will be played right here in Las Vegas on June 7th. All right, guys. In net, we've got 2 phenomenal goalies that are playing amazing. All right, we've got Braden Holtby for the Capitals, as well as our very own Marc-Andre Fleury, 2-time Stanley Cup champion goaltender for our local Vegas Knights. All right. Marc-Andre Fleury, 4 shutouts in the postseason. All right, he's got 4 shutouts this year in the playoffs. All right, guys, the series odds. Now, for the series to actually win the Stanley Cup, Vegas was 500 to 1 at the beginning of the year. Now, before Game 1, they're an absolute favorite to win. They are minus $1.60 to win the Stanley Cup. I couldn't be more excited than that. All right, plus a dollar, or not plus, minus $1.60 to win the cup. The Washington Capitals plus $1.40. They are the underdog to win the Stanley Cup. All right, not only are the underdogs in Game 1 and Game 2, but they're the underdogs to win the actual whole series. All right, and that's not just because of home field advantage, home ice advantage for the Knights. All right, Game 1 odds. Game 1, guys, for Monday night. Line where it's sitting at currently is Vegas at minus $1.50 on the money line. All right, Washington is plus 130. Nice little dog with a total over and under 5.5 runs at minus $1.10. 5.5 runs, 5.5 goals. We've been talking about baseball, now we're talking about hockey. So over 5.5 goals, minus $1.10. Alex, like I said earlier, Alex Ovechkin's first appearance in the Stanley Cup Finals, 13 years, guys. Whichever way it happens, personally, I'm rooting for Vegas. I do think that they do win. That is my personal opinion, not just because I don't bet with my heart, all right? I do think Vegas wins. I think it's going to be a good series. I really do. I don't think it's going to be a 4 games and 4 and done, or 5 and 1, 4 and 1, 5 games and it's gone. I think it's going to be a drawn-out series. Washington is a scrapping team. Washington will claw its way to the end. The Golden Knights are well rested and ready to go. Let me tell you, there's no team this entire playoff series that was more rested than the Knights. All right? They've won 5 of the last 6. Sorry. The Golden Knights is, in my prediction, they win 5. They win in 6, if not 7 games. All right, guys. I will be there. I will try and post some pictures Monday from the game. I'll probably be a little intoxicated, and I probably won't have a voice for Monday night or Tuesday night's video. It should recover for the next episode of Cappers Nation, which will be next Thursday. Speaking of Cappers Nation and our next show, guys, our next show is scheduled for Thursday, the 31st of May, last day in May. Same time, same place, guys. Our website, cappersdirect.com, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. Hopefully, there's a bigger card that day where I can give you guys more free plays. Now, speaking of our free plays, Astros, which was our big premium play, still winning 8-2. And our free play end of the second is still tied 0-0. So, Mets and Brewers need to get off their ass and get some scoring going. That's the truth. All right. Real Talk. This Real Talk segment is brought to you by the guys at Cappers Direct, your nation's leading group of handicappers, industry experts, syndicates, and sharps alike. Guys, to my friends over at Cappers Direct, thank you for everything that you guys do to be able to make Cappers Nation a success. First part of Real Talk. And guys, if you want to call in, I'm not sure if it's working or not. I have seen a few things pop up on the screen, but I haven't seen the calls actually transferred yet. So, Dave, they're calling in? You having trouble? We're working on it, guys. But if you want to call in, and hopefully these guys will be able to transfer you to me. That number to call in, 888-247-4086. 888-247-4086. Hopefully Dave and Jay can figure out the call-ins and get them transferred to this podium here on this phone, and that way everybody can hear it as well. I know we had a couple problems last week, but we are working on it and getting them dialed in. All right, guys. First part of Real Talk, services who bet, sports services. Now, this part of Real Talk is where I get to speak freely. I'm going to piss off some people, all right? I don't really care because I enjoy what I do and I have fun doing what I do, all right? We're going to talk about services that give you games that actually bet the games they should be betting. And if they're not, why you should run. If you're dealing with a sports service who's not actually betting the games themselves, you need to take a hard look at why not. If these guys that you get games from are so good, why aren't they betting the games themselves? I don't get it. There's services out there all the time that say how good they are, but they won't actually bet the games. And a lot of services will lie to you and say that they will. Turn that thing off over there. Distracted me. Services that say they bet and they actually don't absolutely infuriate me and piss me off. Guys, if somebody's betting a game, they should be, or giving you a game, they should be absolutely betting it for a substantial amount of money. All right, guys. Sorry, I had a little technical difficulty with the sound there. That's why there was a pause. If your service that you're paying, either online or over the phone, is not actually betting the games and producing copies of tickets for a substantial amount of money, be warned. They're going to come up with every reason why they don't actually bet the games. But if you can't call them up and say, "Hey, Kyle, are you betting the game?" "Well, absolutely I am." "Well, how much you betting it for?" "I've got 22,000 to win 20. Or I've got 2,200 to win 2,000. "Can I see it?" "Absolutely. Let me send you a text message. I'll send you a copy of my bet right now." If the people you're using you can't do that with, run. Ask yourself, why? If their games are so good, why are they not betting them themselves? Now, people always say, "Oh, if Kyle was betting $20,000 a game, he wouldn't fucking be filming videos on YouTube." Dude, these guys right down here pay me handsomely to be here. Now, I'm not the only information source at Cappers Direct. There's 8 of us. Yes, guys, there's 8. I'm one of 8 guys. So in order for me to get these plays, I have to be here, and I have to put in my knowledge to be one of the 8, so that way we can have them. I enjoy our daily videos on YouTube for the Cappers Direct team. I enjoy talking shit. I enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy talking to you guys on the phone and making you some money. And hopefully I make money as long as the Mets game goes over. Because I want you guys to make money. So if the service you're using is not actually betting the fucking games, run for the hills. Now, next warning. Services who say they're in Las Vegas, but they're actually not. Now, there's a lot of ways to tell if they're in Vegas or not. First, ask them, "Hey, can I come meet you?" You want to meet me? I'm down at the Aria every single fucking day that I'm in town. I am not a hard person to find. I mean, first, I'm YouTube's #1 asshole, but you see this ugly fucking mug? I'm not hard to recognize. So if you're using a sports service who says they're in Las Vegas, but they're not, be careful. There's guys that post videos all the time. They come to town, they film a couple hundred videos, and they backlog them, and they say that they're in Vegas. They're not. Now, we do have a backdrop here and over here of the Vegas Strip. However, I can walk out of this office. I can get off my fucking happy ass, walk out of this office, hop in my fucking car and drive down the strip and take a picture for you guys right now. So if you're using a service who's lying about their location, start thinking about it. Why are they lying about it? I mean, I'm sure there's great guys that could pick fucking games from Florida. But be careful of people that are going to lie to you. Because if they're going to lie to you, they're going to cheat you as well. Next subject. I'm sure this will get a few people fired up. YouTube comments. Last week we had a caller. What was his name? Can't remember the name. But either way, you started talking about Vegas Dave and you got cut off. Thank you for calling me back after the show and telling me what. I wish we would have had it recorded. I wish we could have put you on the air. And if you are watching this live today, please do call in because I would love to hear the story. Actually, I'd love to hear it again, but I'd love for you to say it to the world because it would mean more to me coming from you than the rest of the world. Needless to say, after we spoke for over an hour last Thursday night, all I gotta say is watch out for that 4-foot motherfucker. What a 4-foot tall clown. And all his fake YouTube and Instagram accounts. Be careful. From self-proclaimed biggest bettor in the world to banned by the sports books to indicted on 19 felony charges. Wow, that's a winner. I've got a clean record. It's because I do things honestly. It's okay to hustle. Honestly. No scamming people. No ripping people off. So, guys, I can't wait to hear more of your guys' stories, and we'll get them out there. And if you guys want to plug somebody who's doing you a good job, as long as you ain't the service yourself, feel free to give us a call, 888-247-4086. Right? 888-247-4086. We'll be happy to put you live on the air. Or we could film it afterwards and we put you on next week's show. So, it is my pet peeve, guys, that you guys don't get ripped off and scammed. There's a lot of sports services out there that are not on the up and up. All right, guys, you need to be careful with your money. Don't just bet it with any jerk-off that's sending you a random text message or sending you a random email. All right? There's a lot of people out there that are buying and selling your names and numbers and email addresses, so be careful who you use. All right? Now, you guys got to remember, just be careful. Have fun. Make money. That's the name of the game. If you're not a successful sports bettor, pay attention to what I'm about to say. If you want to be a successful sports bettor, pay attention to what I'm about to say. If you want to change your life in the way you look at sports betting, pay attention to what I'm about to say. All right? This show is brought to you by the fine guys at Cappers Direct. I am one of those 8 guys from Cappers Direct. We are your nation's leading group of handicappers, industry experts, syndicates, and sharps alike. If you want to bet with the sharps, if you want to bet with the syndicates, if you want to bet with some of the most successful names in the business, listen to what I'm about to tell you. I said this earlier in the show. Our premium plays are great, guys. All right? It's apparent, unless something drastic happens, we're going 1-0 on the Astros, who are winning 8-2 in the top of the 9th. Mets finally scored 1-0 in that game, so we got a few more runs to go. Actually, quite a few more runs to go in that game. But if you want to bet with guys that actually bet the games, and guys, I will show you my tickets. Honestly, swear to God. If you want to bet with people that are successful, that wear nice watches, drive nice cars. People say, oh, this is just a regular plain polo. No, it's a Travis Matthews. It's $110, $120 polo. if you want to change your life and become a successful sports bettor, I will help you do that. The rest of the guys at Cappers Direct will help you do that. To our nervous Nellies out there that were always afraid to call in for our premium plays, maybe you couldn't afford $300, $500 for 3 days. Well, here you can. We've got a great special for you guys for Memorial Weekend. You will never get a better deal than this than right now. It's valid for 4 days only. After Sunday, this shit's done. It's gone. You can now get our premium plays, our best bets, our top-rated games, same games that I'm moving over $20,000 a piece on. You can get them on our website. All you have to do is go to cappersdirect.com, click on the tab that says Consensus Plays, scroll down, click the box that says you want our premium plays. We've got them on sale, huge sale, $99 for 4 days. If you're going to get them for Friday, for Saturday, for Sunday, and Monday, the 28th. All right, 4 days of our premium plays for $99. You don't want to miss it, guys. All right? As well, we have our consensus plays on sale. 7 days for $99 online. $30 30 days for $199 online. And as well as our yearly package. If you purchase our year of consensus plays for $2,399, I'm going to give you 1 month of our premium plays absolutely free. Guys, there's no gimmicks. There's no switching it. If you purchase it before now and Sunday, the 1 year package of our consensus plays on our website for $23.99, I'm going to give you 1 month of our premium plays absolutely free. These are the fucking money-making plays, guys. I cannot stress that enough. All right? And now remember, for our premium plays, if you guys want to see them, then this is for all of our nervous Nellies out there that don't want to call in and talk to me. If you want to try our premium plays, you can get the next 4 days for $99 right on our website. Plays will be posted each and every single day on our website. So for 4 days, you go to our website, you log in, you get your premium plays. You don't have to call in to activate your account. You will get instant access as soon as you sign up. As soon as you go to our website, put in your name, put in your information, put in your payment information, you will have instant access. I'm not going to email you the plays. I'm not going to text you the plays unless you want me to text you. But you will have access to me. I will send you an email. You will get my cell phone number. You will have direct access to me in case you want to text me and ask me a question about the line or about one of the games, or you want to see a copy of my bet and you want to keep me honest. So, if you want to see our plays online, you better take fucking full advantage of this special for our premium plays online. All right, guys? This show is brought to you by the guys at Cappers Direct. If it wasn't for Cappers Nation and this show, I probably couldn't have got that deal done. So make sure you take full advantage of that. And again, the only way to get it is either to get on our website, cappersdirect.com, or give us a call, 888-561-8923. This video is live, being filmed live right now. Yeah, I'm sure I screwed up a few times, said the wrong thing. There's no retakes, nothing. It's live, guys. The next edition of Cappers Direct will be next Thursday, the 31st. This video will be archived in its entirety and put on YouTube either later tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. It will also be on our website as well as our live stream page. So, again, thank you to everybody for tuning in. We do appreciate it. The show's just going to grow and get bigger and better each and every single week. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to our partners over at Cappers Direct, 100unitpicks.com, Papa Dan's Beef Jerky, and all of our viewers, live and archived on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I'm Kyle Johnson, YouTube's #1 asshole. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for making this show a success. We'll talk to you guys soon.